All right, welcome back to Anger Week-ish. I only have this and A-hole design lined up right now. We'll see what comes next. But we begin with number 19. Damn ice cube. I've never had a mildly infuriating with an ice cube before. But that's actually really impressive. Really? I just feel like if you gave it the old ketchup hit, you know, it'd probably come out. Maybe it's being slightly embellished for the sake of making it onto the subreddit, but that is very, very impressive. I mean, it's almost like if you just let it sit for a few minutes, eventually it'd melt and you'd be good to go, or you just run it under some hot water. There are some ingenious solutions to this problem that you could take, but I'm more impressed by just the fact that the ice is able to stick like that. Anti-gravity ice. This teacher doesn't erase the board fully and continues to use it. I mean, is there really any situation where a chalkboard is like totally clean ever after it's been used for a few years? Not really. It's kind of impossible. It never happens. But yeah, that's pretty terrible because that's going to just cause you to confuse various characters. Like, is this part of the stuff that he's currently writing on the board? Or is this something in the past? Maybe the teacher just, is so sick of the students in the class, the ones taking their phones out, documenting things, taking photos. He's just stopped caring. Sick of people stealing my short. Thesis due in a few days and I don't need this extra stress of people stealing my stuff from the communal fridge. Who stole my energy drinks? I want them to be replaced. Thief! I threw them out because they're not good for you. Learn to manage your sleep cycle and you will be much healthier and happier. Wow. Oh my God. Imagine being that much of a, I know what's best for you, I'm doing you a favor, piece of short that you would be so self-righteous and write that as a response and feel like you did the right thing, taking someone else's stuff. Oh my God. You should be expelled. Assuming this is like a dorm room communal school living situation, oh my God, you should be expelled. They need to do handwriting analysis to figure out exactly who this is. In fact, they probably don't need to. Whoever did this is probably so self-righteous, they'd be like, I did it. You shouldn't be drinking those. Like, yeah, whatever, they're unhealthy, we know the risks, okay? Still drinking it, thanks. You piece of, oh wow. Woo-hoo-hoo. This could be a top of the month. This could be a top of the month. Easy. Oh my God. The way my friend keeps his games, I spent the night and wanted to play a game. He said, go ahead. Are they like multiple in a single thing? Oh no, they're just, I mean, there's a logical reason for why this happens, right? It's like, oh, what game am I searching for? You know what? I feel like playing some Mortal Kombat. Oh, what's in my thing already? Oh, it's yeah, it's Dying Light. I'll just take that out and I'll put it in the Mortal Kombat disc thing. And this, you know what? This is actually really interesting because it shows you what order he has played the games in. Because obviously he just takes the game that was in there and puts it into the case of the game he's replacing it with. He has a lot of games. I haven't seen this many physical discs since I was over at a friend's house in high school. I haven't bought a physical disc in such a long time, like 10 years. It's all been downloads. God, that's a lot of games, dude. Building up that collection. All of you watching this are like, that's nothing, dude. I have shelves upon shelves in my collection. I'm like, well, I mean, my Steam library, if it were translated into physical discs, look pretty big. But I don't know, it's just, that's a lot of physical space. Letting your kid watch a movie on full volume in a restaurant. Is that Planes? I haven't seen it actually, but at least it's a Pixar movie, so it can be fun for the whole family and the entire restaurant as well. I feel like there's kind of a solution to this one. That's to like tell your waiter or something that, hey, do you mind like telling them hi? Everyone in the restaurant can hear the movie and they could turn it down. If they have a problem with that, they can come talk to me directly. But I don't think they will. You wouldn't even have to go into that much detail. You just be like, can you hear things loud? You can hear it. Can Kid just looks like he's chilling. He's just like, oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah, dinner? Oh, and a movie? Oh yeah, living the life. Just kicking back, dude. Just kicking back. If you unsub from too many groups in Facebook, the leave group option gets blocked. You're temporarily blocked. It looks like you were misusing this feature by going too fast. You've been blocked from using it. Learn more about blocks in the body of an error warning message. Title is, you're temporarily blocked. Is it now? Is that the title of this message? You're temporarily blocked. Now, thanks for reiterating. I appreciate you guys telling me that. I don't use Facebook, so thank goodness. So many of the posts here about Facebook. Sorry, you're not allowed to update your interests too quickly, all right? It really, it can't possibly be accurate. No one could ever change their interests this fast. There's no way that this could be legitimate. Psychology doesn't work that way. Well, we're gonna tell you how it works. You can't do this anymore. Don't fork with our data. This button doesn't have an "Are you sure?" button. So I don't actually know. Is this a universal icon, or is this because the only context in which I've seen this is on YouTube videos on my phone, where if I do have it connected to like the AirPlay thing in my house, that'll be illuminated. And then I have had it happen a couple times where I go to start watching a video and I'm like, why can't I hear this? Why is the video playing and I can't hear the video? And then I see that illuminated and I'm like, oh, it's playing through my home speakers. I could have had a Tifu. Today I forked up post if other people lived with me. Great, not that, it's never that kind of video, okay? It's never been that kind of video, but I'm just saying it's the same sort of scenario in which we've had those Bluetooth fork ups on the Tifu subreddit, okay? The worst part about job applications. Step 1, upload your resume. Step 2, re-enter all the short that's already on your resume. All right, this is gonna sound like me being just super unrelatable, but my resume goes Cold Stone Creamery, skate camp counselor for the city of Santa Barbara, YouTube. And for Cold Stone Creamery, I knew the owner of that particular franchise, and so I didn't really have to do that much of a resume. And for skate camp counselor, I could skate, and the guy who already taught it knew that, so didn't have to do much of a resume. And before uploading my first YouTube video, YouTube also didn't make me input a resume. So I've never had this experience in my life. All of a sudden, everyone's like, oh my God, are you serious? Have you gone through adulthood, at least the beginning of it? Never had. And hey, you know what? If I can go through my entire life never having to draft a resume or apply for a job, filling out a resume, I will consider that an absolute win. If I can never experience this firsthand, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that, like, I'm sure this is super, you're like, wow, he's really unrelatable, but that's just how it's been. All right? And I'm not upset about it. When World Market steals someone's work, World Market, mine. This morning I found out that my very first pin I ever made, and most popular one too, has been stolen by World Market. Worked so hard to build my audience in this small business, and it hurts so much to see companies steal not only my design, but also other artists. Yeah, I mean, it's probably, I don't know how their process is, but thing is it's probably really hard to reverse image search, like a pin. So I'm sure that everything they sell in their store has to go through some kind of clearance with their legal. And I guess the problem is, though, if you take a picture of something, I don't know how accurate Google will then be at tracking that in comparison. I mean, Google might be pretty good at it. To be fair, I haven't tried it myself. It's like you could overlook it because it's not exactly a direct reference that can be made. But still, yeah, that's a bummer. And that sort of stuff does seem to happen in retail. Could be an independent artist who saw this pin and decided to copy it and then sell that idea to a store, and the store, World Market in this case, didn't properly clear it because things can fall through the cracks. My school gets out in 4 days for the summer. This year's been weird, man. Let me tell you. The weather has just been, it's been a whole nother thing. It's been a lot of rain here in Southern California. And usually, yeah, June gloom. I'm not ready for June gloom every year. Last year was really bad. This year is really bad. I would almost rather have some snow, because at least that's, I don't know, pretty, but you've probably had a lot this year too. And you're like, nah, I'd rather not have some more. So, you know what? This year's been, I don't like it. Amazon employee forced my new Boomerang to fit in my mailbox and rendered it completely useless. I'm picturing the Amazon review for it. My Boomerang is not a Boomerang anymore. It just falls to the ground. 0 stars out of 5. I guess that'd be like an apartment complex, right? Because if you were at a house, I assume that they would just kind of leave it in front of your doorstep if it wouldn't fit in your mailbox. But I guess if it's an apartment complex, then they're forced to put it somewhere. So yeah, there should be kind of a contingency plan for situations like that. Not everything's gonna fit in a mailbox. I'm sorry that happened to you. At least they delivered it to the right address for you and not the wrong address for a Nest thermostat. And then, you know, your neighbor, I mean, they did return it after like 5 days. So that was nice. I'll give it to them. I was invited to a barbecue, and this is how my friend was cooking the steaks. Yeah. You know how, like, oftentimes when you see if you Google image search a steak, you'll see these lines on it. You know, these kind of darkened lines. They didn't connect the dots together. They're like, I wonder why those, it's so weird. When I cook my steaks, I never get those lines across the bottom. I wonder what they do. I wonder why the bottom of the aluminum foil always gets these lines across the bottom, but my steak doesn't. It just doesn't make any sense. The door I had to get through last night to get to my room. No. This is not mildly infuriating. This is incredibly horrifying. Oh, no. I see your house is made of wood. You see, what you could have done instead is just
burned it and never come back.
And the door opens inward, as do most front doors. And you had to open inward and then the bugs would be like in your house. Oh, I hope that you just broke a window. I hope you just broke a window to get inside. There's a theme here. Does anybody know these stories? Dad, from your son, with an amazing dad like you around, to have a Father's Day. This isn't mildly infuriating. This is both hilarious and sad at the same time. It's just bringing back like terrible memories for someone who's lost their dad in a tragic accident. Plastic confetti left behind by a gender reveal party in a public park. Yeah. Every time that I see any kind of event, it happens all the time at like concerts and stuff, award shows, and it's like, yay, let's celebrate a thing by launching all this confetti into the air. I'm just like, why? It doesn't seem necessary. And all it does is just a bunch of, you're literally just throwing trash in the air that then has to be cleaned up and thrown away again. Paid $8 for this. Let me guess, it's like there's actual... I was almost expecting there to be a false bottom. Like they weren't even ashamed of it. They just actually like capped it. You know what? At least you'll get some good energy from all those carbs. So I have my mom's car for the day. She keeps earrings in the cup holder. What the heck? What is any of this? What is happening? Coffee is an acidic solution, so maybe your mother just likes to ensure that her earrings are kept properly in acid so that nothing builds up on them. You know, you just gotta give them a little wipe down. They'll be good to go. That is disgusting. I've always actually wondered though if cup holder channels in cars are completely watertight in the event of like some kind of leak, and I guess at least this one is. Cop giving a parking ticket to a vehicle that had just gotten all 4 tires stolen. Gotta hit those quotas, dude! I've seen a similar thing in the Los Angeles subreddit where it was a car that had been hit and runned, rear-ended, and it had caused the car to get hit out into the road slightly, so it was obstructing the road. But it had been parked like overnight, and a cop gave it a ticket for being too far away from the curb. And the top for the last month, the cable guy installed the cable through our hula hoop that we left out. It's kind of funny, actually. Okay, if it was like a handmade hula hoop that you've invested a lot of time in and has a lot of history, yeah, I'd be annoyed. Otherwise, I'd be like, if that happened to me, I'd find it kind of funny. I'd be like, you know, it's hilarious that someone hates their job so much that they can't even be bothered to move something that weighs a pound like 2 feet. Like, this is gonna be here. It's never moving now. It's stuck. I don't know. It's worth the internet post, in my humble opinion. All right, that's it for the last month of Mildly Infuriating. I hope you've been annoyed. Make sure to like if you've been annoyed, subscribe for more annoyance, and check out the playlist in the description for more of these videos. That's it. I'll see you next time.